Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the Mattia Borrani Bowie chef. Before I get into the knife, I'll show you the packaging. It came in this nice magnet pouch with his branding on it. And in here is a booklet. There's a Damascus version of the knife, and this kind of tells the story of him designing this knife, him learning to cook, wanting to make his own knife, wanting to kind of make an American style chef's knife, and I'll kind of get into that later. Here's the knife itself. Try to get some good camera angles of it first. On to the specs. Overall length is 13.5 inches. Blade length is 8 inches because it is an 8-inch chef's knife. Blade thickness is 0.08. Handle length is 5 1/8. Handle width from here to here is 1.125. And then handle thickness is 0.76. Weight is 8.19 ounces. Blade material is VG10, but it is clad VG10, which means I believe just the edge down here, you can kind of see a line where it's a different color, starting like right below my finger. Kind of hard to show, but you can kind of see where the VG10 starts down at the tip of the blade. And then the rest is probably just some regular stainless steel to keep it nice and stainless. See it a little better at the tip up there. Micarta handle has a little button in there, both sides. But black micarta, nice and grippy. It is polished, but when it gets wet or when your hands are wet, it really grips your fingers in. It is a clip point Bowie shaped blade, kind of like a big outdoorsy Bowie shape, but on a chef's knife, which is very interesting and unique. It is a full flat grind satin finish, obviously a plain edge, and it does not say where it's made. I'd assume they have it manufactured in China and then kind of sent to them for maybe a quality control or something, but it did not specify on Blade HQ when I bought it. So onto the design. Very tall blade, even compared to other chef's knives. It's very tall. You can see how much area is under the handle here, back to the tip of the blade. That's kind of a big gap, which I like. It gets your hand nice up and out of the way so you can really chop without interfering with your hand. It's also the part where the handle goes down to the blade here is nice and back from the blade, so you have a nice area to pinch. You can pinch right on that chamfered part or pinch up if you need to. Very comfortable to do. Nice and smooth all around here, so it's a nice area to pinch. Polished pommel. Got a nice look to it. Also, the little fleur-de-lis buttons are polished. Kind of a cool look to them. It might say in the story why he put them on there, but I forget why it said that. This is also kind of polished up before it meets the blade. Now to the pros. It came super sharp. It was hair shaving sharp. I could shave my wrist hair. It's no longer that sharp because I've used it for about 3 months now, cooking probably 4 to 5 meals a week with it, and I haven't sharpened it yet. I need to sharpen it, but it's still plenty sharp to get the job done, but not razor sharp like it came. Very unique style. So the story pretty much goes that he saw all the other chef's knives, Japanese chef's knives, German and French style chef's knives, but he said there really wasn't a definitive American style, so he wanted to create an American style. So he took an old classic Bowie design from the old pioneer Spanish American War, whatever, Bowie knife, and turned it into a kitchen knife because it's kind of an iconic shape. So iconic and uniquely American. So I think it's a very good idea. And I don't know, I couldn't really think of what else to make an American styled chef's knife from. And even though it is unique, I've never seen style like this before. It does work great. I do like this big gap here. It doesn't matter that it's kind of canted back here, that there's a small radius up here. It all works great. So I haven't really noticed any downsides to any of that. Also, for being about $100, I think this one was about $99, and then there's the Damascus or etched versions, which are more expensive, but for $99, it definitely looks fancy, way fancier than you'd think a $99 knife would look. So if you have it on a knife block like I do, it probably looks fancy and like you know what you're doing in the kitchen. And for VG10, when I think of VG10, I think of like a Spyderco Endura or Delica, and I don't think of it very highly just because those aren't super or hard use knives. VG10's not known for being super strong or have super long edge retention or anything, but this has worked great. I mean, like I said, 3 months of use and I haven't touched up the edge yet, so still slicing. Still slices through bell peppers and cooked chicken and all of that perfectly well. So it lasted longer than I thought it would without needing a sharpen. It's also just very comfortable. Comfortable handle. The balance, I don't know where it actually balances at, but definitely feels good. The cons, I couldn't really think of anything. I thought maybe if they polished the spine and maybe rounded it a little more. All it is right now is kind of like they knocked the corner off and that was about it. But if it was like a really smooth polish, kind of like what a lot of the Italian knives have, like the, I don't know, some of the giant mouse knives have a polished spine or a rounded spine, or some of the lion steel knives. If it had that, I think it would feel even fancier and be very comfortable to use. And the final judgment, I really love it. Like I said, I've cooked probably 4 to 5 meals with it per week since I got it, and I definitely grab it first, especially if I'm doing nice and normal stuff. If I'm doing like just like a small thing, like just cutting up one vegetable or something, I'll probably grab a cheaper knife. But if I'm really using this on a bunch of different vegetables, cutting chicken and everything, then I'll grab this because it's just definitely better than anything else I have. It is the best kitchen knife I've used, I think, just the way it feels, how sharp it came, the edge geometry, everything, how tall the blade is, but goes down to a very fine edge. Definitely better than my Wusthof Pro, my Kai USA 6-inch chef's knife, my Kitchen Classic Cold Steel. So those are all cheaper, so it makes sense that this was better, but this is just way, way better. And it's very comfortable. And just useful for about $100. I think it probably compares to the $180 Wusthof chef's knife. There's like an 8-inch Wusthof chef's knife that they run about $180. Then there's the Zwilling. Not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but pretty similar to the Wusthof, but that's about $150. And I feel like this probably compares to that, even though it's only $100. And I wish Beg Knives or Mattia Borrani would kind of get together and design a whole set. I think this is the only one they have, an 8-inch. There might be another size, but like a whole line, paring knives, other utility knives and stuff like that. That'd be really cool because I do love this, but if I had other matching stuff, that'd be really nice to put on my knife block. And I think that's pretty much it. Chef's knife, so not too much to talk about with it, but very nice. I love using it. I think the Damascus versions are cool. I'm not really into the etchings on the blades that the other ones have. The middle fingers, or one of them's, I think it might be a cow getting abducted or something. Not really into that, but nice plain or Damascus. I think that's definitely cool. So if you want to see other knife reviews, check out the other videos on my channel. Hit like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. And thanks for watching.